It's Jesse Addy. It's Katie Neal. Hello, Katie.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm doing great. How are you? Happy Thursday.
I know. Happy Thursday. I won't go into the technical stuff, but we're working on it. We're trying to make it work.
We're getting it all figured out.
I mean, it's Facebook, right? We're live every Monday through Friday here on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube. So we're always looking for that first comment of the day to jump in here. Now, here's the thing. This has been one of the fun things. I'll mention this right away as people are jumping on. Luke Bryan, tomorrow, 6 o'clock. This is our summer concert series. Been going on every Friday at 6 p.m. And I don't want to say anyone's bigger than the other, but I kind of feel like this is...
It's Luke.
It's Luke. It's kind of a big deal. So that'll be on the radio at 6 o'clock tomorrow. So we're excited for that. Now, Katie's got huge Luke Bryan news, which you can see at the bottom of your screen. We'll talk about more in just a second. He also just did an interview with Nico. I mean, I can't believe we're grabbing you right now, which is crazy.
It's been a busy day.
First comment of the day goes to Dawn, who says, it's Luke Day. It is here as well.
Hi, Michelle.
And, who else is jumping in? Sheila. We got Desiree on YouTube. Luke Bryan, woohoo. So thanks for jumping in.
Hi, guys.
And saying hello. Let's get to this right out of the gate. Let's talk about you and Nico Moon. Just had minutes ago on radio.com live. People don't know Nico Moon. Explain just a little backstory, and I want to play some of the interview too.
So Nico Moon is like a very accomplished songwriter. He's written #1 songs for Zac Brown Band, like Keep Me in Mind. I mean, you know all of the Zac Brown hits. And he also wrote Back to Us for Rascal Flatts. So he's like very accomplished songwriter, but he also has like gone out on his own now and is having a career as a performing artist. And he has got such a cool, unique sound. Like I've never heard anyone else that sounds like Nico Moon. And he is just like the most smiley human. He's so happy all the time. We've been playing his song Good Time. And he's just, I love his vibe. He's like, I'm just here to spread positivity. Like he's got a debut album that he's working on. And he's like, there are no sad songs on this album, which I love.
Let's check out some of you hanging with Nico Moon. This is minutes ago on radio.com live, by the way.
We love that. And I feel like Doesn't Good Time has a story behind it too, because you tried to pitch that song out to other artists, right? Like you almost didn't record that yourself.
Yeah, when I originally wrote it, it was 2 years ago. And I pitched it out and it didn't get any love. And that happens a lot here in Nashville, you know, because I also have the songwriting aspect of what I do too for other artists. But I always knew that song was really special. And now looking back on it, you know, hindsight's 2020, looking back on it now, I realized that it didn't get picked up because it was always meant for me. And I'm so glad. I feel like it's such a blessing that it didn't get picked up, because now I'm able to really let that song shine.
That's very cool. So that whole interview, by the way, is at radio.com live, which you can check it out on the Facebook page too. I had a chance. Now Nico helped us kick off the summer, and so there was some technical stuff, and it was just literally me and him in his home studio hanging out. The guy that you see on screen that is always smiling, like that's who he is all the time, even when he's like getting underneath an audio board and plugging stuff in. So
he's the
such
best.
a cool guy. He's the man. So that whole interview at radio.com, which you can watch. Just tap. We'll just grab Katie fresh from the interview. Love his vibe. I know. Cool shirt. We love Nico.
He always looks good in a hat too. He's got a great hat collection.
He does. The hat game is strong for sure. There's so much going on. Let's get to Mayor de Blasio has said, and this kind of surprised me. Every New York City public school will have a certified nurse this fall. And when I say surprised me, I just assumed every New York City school had like
a certified nurse.
So yeah, maybe that's me. Maybe I live in a bubble.
That's so interesting. That's always like what your friend's mom did, right? Like when I was in school, like it was always somebody's like your best friend's mom who was the nurse that like maybe if you didn't feel good, she'd let you go home.
Right. You're like, I don't feel good, and she's like, oh
yeah. I'm a nurse.
Right. So I guess and I grew up in a house with a nurse. You know, my mom was a nurse. But anyway, that's going to obviously make people feel better having a nurse in the school. If there wasn't a nurse, maybe I'm naive.
Yeah, maybe
that's just me.
Who knows?
More than likely. All right, so let's talk about more Katie Neal. This is going to be at 2:45. We're literally minutes away. Luke Bryan album release special. The album just came out on Friday, but Luke is on here. He's going to be on with you, right?
Yeah, he's coming on. We're going to beam him in via the interweb and talk to him just about the new album. I, spoke to them earlier and he was like, I'm so excited to, just talk about New York and see how everyone's doing. I know that he's really bummed about the show at the Garden and not being able to be there last week. So excited to catch up with him. We're going to find out like what recipes he's been making. He planted 4 acres of sweet corn that I know like he really regrets planting that much. They've got too much sweet corn. He also just sent one of his nephews that lives with them off to college. So they got a lot going on in the Bryan household. So just excited to catch up with him. He's always hilarious.
That video of the sweet corn it was such good advice too. Sort of, don't bite off more than you can chew.
Seriously.
Thing. But again, that's coming up at 2:45 on our radio station on NewYorkCountry947.com. So very cool. A lot of people jumping in already. Let's see. Jeremy Loves Bacon says you can never have too much sweet corn or bacon.
Preach.
Dawn has a message for you to pass along. Tell him we're not okay without his summer tour, but send out love.
Oh,
we miss him.
I know. We do miss him.
We miss Luke Bryan. There's also something you can hear. I know you played this earlier today. The Country All-Stars have joined up. So it's a cover of On the Road Again. It's all your ACM Best New Artist nominees. Is it still Best New Artist? New Artist of the Year?
New Artist, yeah. So it's the female and all the male. So it's Kaylee Hammock, Gabby Barrett, Riley Green are the ones that I can like. Ingrid Andress is another one. Yeah. Morgan Wallen's on it.
So I can because that's why you jump on here. You want the behind the scenes. It will play again at like 3:15-ish on the radio station if you haven't heard it. So it's all to benefit ACM Lifting Lives as well. So very cool. Love very that. Cool. I know we're like on a time crunch because we got to get you going to talk to.
It's okay. Bryan. We got time.
So we got time. We got time.
I'll let you know when I gotta go.
Okay. This is breaking news, by the way. This just happened, and this is not happy news. Super awesome, talented friends of the radio station. You might have a little bit of behind the scenes or kind of understand. Katie can explain, but obviously Gone West is broken up, who was part of Stars and Strings Memory Forever at Barclays Center.
Truly. And when I saw them perform at Stars and Strings, I was like, this band is unbelievable live. Like I love them. I'm such a big fan of Gone West, and I got to talk to them and do an album special with them earlier this summer. And I felt so excited about all the things that were ahead for them. So super bummed to see this happen. I mean, Colby and her fiance announced towards the beginning of quarantine, her and Justin, that they were actually going to split up romantically, but remain in the group with Nelly and Jason. So I'm not sure what happens. Obviously 2020 has been a weird year, a hard year, especially if you're like an up and coming band. So I hate to see it.
It really difficult for, and I'm, fingers crossed that a lot of artists, not even related to Gone West, but new artists, as you mentioned, that are trying to sort of, been signed by the label and normally would be going around visiting to different radio stations and getting like the opener to the opener slot, which is huge for artists when, if you're going on stage, maybe the show starts at 7, you're on at 7 and so many people discover you that way. That's not happening in the summer. So fingers crossed to everybody. We're always thinking of, obviously, there's such good people, and Colby Calais.
Absolutely.
And that song Bubbly, I know I talked to you at one point. I was like, that song Bubbly is like one of the biggest songs of the first, 10 years of the millennium. So
exactly. Yeah. They're all like a wildly talented group of people.
I got Bubbly in my head for whatever. Susan says we all miss the country artists playing in New York and New Jersey area.
Same.
Know. I can't even believe it. Every time, I'm like you. Maybe it was like this with Nico Moon, which you can watch right now at radio.com as you're getting ready to hear Katie talk to Luke Bryan. When I'm talking to artists, I can't wrap my mind around. Like I was talking to Kane Brown the other day, like that we're not going to see them.
Yeah.
The entire summer, the entire year. It blows my mind.
It's so strange. And like Dan and Shay announcing that their tour isn't coming back until September 2021. I was like, what?
Yeah, I know. I saw those September dates. I got a little excited. I was like, yeah.
A year from now.
There is that. So, in the meantime, once you watch the Nico Moon interview with Katie Neal, and then you listen to her with Luke Bryan at 2:45, this is going to happen. Our good friends at St. Jude, obviously, the incredible work they do, and Music Gives Together for St. Jude. This will be, obviously, as you can see on the screen, 5 o'clock on all of their social media live on Facebook, if you want to check that out as well. A huge list of country artists getting involved. Brad Paisley, Brett Eldridge, Lady A, Darius Rucker, Keith Urban, Tim McGraw, Randy Owen from Alabama. And that's all to benefit. If you want to donate that, we would love that too. If you just want to check out the content, but that'll start at 5 o'clock on St. Jude's social media, Facebook, everywhere. Love everything.
Love St. Jude.
Love them. Love them. Love them. Love them. That's the end. That's the end.
That's what you got to. You covered a lot of ground today.
Oh, we did a lot. We did so much. But the big thing though is you got to run.
Yes, I have to go now. I have to make sure Luke Bryan's all set and we can get him ready to go for 2:45.
The album, just so you don't fumble it, is there in front of you. Born Here, Live Here, Die
Born here, live here, die here. Born here, live here, die here. Yeah.
Born Here, Live Here, Die Here. At 2:45 on New York's Country 94.7. Go check out that album release special with Katie Neal is going to happen in minutes. All right, there you go.
Thanks for having me.
You're the best. Thanks for coming on, and we'll talk to everybody tomorrow at 2:00.